Alrighty tighty. Let's get that there. Perfect. Okay. Where is our image? Nicki Minaj just joined. That's pretty exciting. Welcome, Nicki Minaj. I like your music. Super Freak, real hit. Big fan. Alright guys, today is a wee bit unique. Hello. A wee bit unique, and the reason it's a wee bit unique is I've got 3 finished paintings that are leaving the studio tomorrow morning. Hello Victoria, how's we doing? How are we doing? And what's really cool about that is they're going inside what's tin. Tin is a material that you can use. I think they used tin to make old armour back in the day. What time is it? It is, I don't know, 4 p.m. Who knows? But I think it's 4 p.m. New Zealand time. This is one of the ones that's going to be sent off. And if you can see, it's now got a frame around the edges. Beautiful frame. Simple, special. And what we're going to do is one last adjustment to the hair here. We're going to just bring this up a little bit more with some dark paint. Some black. Here we go. Just a little bit of this. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. It's 10:30 p.m. for me. So apologies if I fall asleep. That's all good, Victoria. I just appreciate you being here. That's another masterpiece. I'm always happy to see you. Oh, thank you very much. This one's actually very close to being finished. I'm getting some black at the moment. I'm adding in some gloss gel. And then I'm going to grab just a little bit of, it's called Naples yellow, but it's more just like a tan. A tanny yellow. But we like our fancy names around here. Hello, Justin. Your name is sitting for me now? That's all good. I'll take it. It suits me. And a little bit of a flag. Sibby. Imagine it. Sibby art. I can see it now. Okay, let's just bring this up like this. Just like that. And then we're going to grab straight black with a little bit of gloss here. And we're going to go just up in here like this. We're going to lift that right the way up like that. There we go. Now we're talking. What this is going to do, guys, it's going to elevate this haircut because it's more of a pullback than it is a split. It's been a while since we've seen this piece. It is, and actually, after this brief little moment, I mean, assuming I nail it here, you never know. Sometimes you can break a painting at this stage. After this little brief moment here, we may not see it again for quite some time. Treasure. Nah, it'll be golden. Here we go. Just like that. A little bit more gloss gel coming up here a little bit higher. There we go. Hello. There we go. There we go. And we're going to just put one little hair through here. One little hair through here. So today's a big day because a lot of these paintings are leaving the studio tomorrow morning. There we go. Done. We're done. We're done. Sorry if I'm missing a few messages, guys. It's not intentional. I am a New Zealander. I'm a Kiwi. And guys, feast your eyes on this painting. This is the man's face. Gorgeous face. This is the end product. Let me just spin it around here for you so y'all can see it. Now, you will see this one again because I'll post it on Instagram and things like that, like the close-up picture before I send it. But this is a finished picture. in a medium size, so 900 by 1200. With just a little bit of adjustment on that here, but apart from that, it's done. I like it. I like it a lot. I think this is really funky. I'm a big fan. It's got a very light metal frame around the outside. This is how we frame the boards. So it's enough to protect it and to make sure the board doesn't get damaged or get water inside or anything like that, but it's actually not enough to take away from the artwork. And since it's I mean, I like wood, but I like metal more, to be fair. I'm a big fan of metal. Here we go. Thanks, Kevin. Oh, it went on him. Oh, that was special. I got in the way, but that was pretty cool. That was funky. The other thing, my coffee. Kevin, that's the coolest thing I've seen all day. That was really funky. Right, so... hello. So yeah, the other thing we've done with this one is it's not a huge colour palette in all directions. Well, it is, but it's focused mainly around those warm colours. If you saw a photo before, the photo of it had much more of those warm oranges, reds and yellows through it. And that's what we've tried to bring out in this face. I think we nailed it. I'm really happy with it. This one's going to Chicago, Illinois. So yeah, it's going to be sad to say goodbye to this one. I've enjoyed this pouting face in the corner of the studio most days. Now I'm going to be back to just having Clint Eastwood stare into the distance. But, oh no, not me. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. What if I stand just out of frame here and it misses me? Someone put a cowboy hat on him. Yo! Well done. That's funky. That's very funny. I enjoyed that. Well done, guys. That's hilarious. Anyway, this one's done. So I'm pulling down this one. Down he comes. Got a couple of things we're doing today, guys. I've got this photo here. It's on the stick. Voila! These three kids. We're going to keep working on that one. That is 18 days overdue. I was meant to have it done before Christmas. It didn't come together right. We're still building out on it. He doesn't mind it being a little bit later, but I wish I'd been on time with it. And we're going to keep building it out because, like I say, I can't leave the studio till it's right. So, this one is right. This one's on the move. Away you come. Down here. Dear. Oh, while I'm here though, guys, I'll show you this. Bada bing bang boom. Okay, I'm coming back, I swear. Right, this. What am I holding? I'll tell you all about it. It fits. It will fit perfectly into this box. So this box here is what the paintings ship inside. So this is how thick it is. And the reason it's so thick, let me just take this stuff off here, because a couple of people have been asking me in my DMs on Instagram and on a few comments and things how the painting actually ships and how it stays protected, etc. Now this protects it. So if you look in there, you'll see it's got polystyrene on the inside. So you wrap it in something that's not going to stick to the painting. That's really important. There's fabrics that do it. There's some kinds of papers that do it. Look it up online, find what works for you, and then it goes inside here. There's polystyrene on this side and all around the box, so everywhere gets 25 mils of that. This inserts almost like a key into there. Perfect fit. Bing, bada boom. And then these leather straps come over here like this. Leather straps, Velcro straps come over here like this. Where did I get leather from? And they hold it all together. And then it's got a handy dandy carry handle. Carry handles on both sides, so you can pick it up and walk around with it. And this is what the box looks like. So that's how the art gets shipped. I will take some reels on these and make some stories about it so you can see it again rather than just showing up randomly on a live one time. But this is the thing. Sierra, hello. This is the first time you see. Well, now you've seen it. How does the art make it overseas? By plane or boat? Good question. It depends. If it needs to be there in a hurry, definitely by plane, but that's way more expensive. Air freight costs a lot. If you're willing to wait, then typically by sea is the best way. Either way works just fine. Justin, you're an absolute champion. So if you did order a piece, this is the box it comes in. Not the specific box, this is for the face, but I've got 3 of these exactly the same in the studio right now. The other one who's going inside one is the portrait of Ian, and then we have the wedding portrait over there. So that's exciting. We're going to free up a bit of room in the studio. These are long overdue to be posted, and I'm just really excited to get some pictures sent to me of art on walls and happy people being happy. It looks like a coffin. I suppose. It's got to be really thick to protect the artwork. That's really important. If it's not thick, then there's a chance that if someone steps on the surface of it, or if it gets banged in transit, that the artwork could get damaged. And we don't want that. We want artwork to arrive in good condition. Cheers, Justin. I'm glad you love it. It's why I'm here. Now let me just do these straps up again, guys. 1, 2, bada bing bang boom. And 1 and 2. There we go. Oh, one more over here. There we go. So it goes inside there. I'll take it down to pack and send. I normally send with pack and send, but it's over. Oh, sorry, it's going overseas, so it'll go with FedEx. And yeah, I'm excited. Happy days, guys. How much do you charge for postage overseas? Harmony, I don't charge anything, but FedEx. For this box here to go overseas, it'll be about, I forget exactly, but since it's thinner, because it's on the boards, because it's done off volume, since it's thinner, it'll be around 500 to 700 New Zealand dollars to ship this box overseas, to get it to Chicago, I think, but I'm just guessing. Yeah, I forget. Anyway, moving this one out of here. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow. Bow. There will be an answer. Let it be. Boom, boom, boom. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. Do, do, do. Right, we are moving on to this one. Here we go. Now, come on down here. We're sorted, and let's go like this. Perfect. Right, what's our angle at? There we go. How's that sitting? I think that's sitting all right. I think that's good. I think to me I priced it at $5.99 to $6.50. Yeah, that sounds about right. And it depends too. It's been fluctuating wildly month to month a lot of the time, with all the world events going on. So, from what I've been finding, it's been chopping and changing. But yeah, at the end of the day, it all just needs to ship. Can we get a close-up of this piece? Love the layers. This piece here or the face? Which one are you referring to? This one here still needs some more lurd. I just put a coat of clear gloss onto it, which is exactly what I'm going to put on. Ooh, I've got mixed up. I'm going to put a clear coat of gloss on the dog picture, which you can just see in the corner of the frame there. And then we're coming back to this one because this one will get paint on it, but it's already got its clear coat. I was actually talking to Tedina. Speaking of talking to Tedina, I can add T as a moderator. Touch here, settings, moderators. So I've been talking with T. T's got a new piece of artwork coming her way. Where is she? There we go. Add. Oh, remove. Add. There we go. Cool, sorted, perfect. Oh, thank you very much, Megan. I appreciate that. I don't deserve the compliment though. It's sort of everyone here's got that voice. Welcome to Kiwiland. So we're gonna come back to that one. You guys are getting a real gallery showing here. This is pretty fun actually. Right. On to Le Doggy. This is a big painting. Here we go. Perfecto. Right. Hungarian Whistler. The reason why I pulled out this one again, guys, you may be thinking, why is he just rolling through paintings? Is because I'm going to put a coat of, if it's here, general purpose acrylic filled clear gesso gloss gel. I want to put gloss gel on it by itself. I've got some. How long does it take for paint to dry? That's a good question. It takes about, it depends. What's the weather doing? What's the humidity doing? These factors come into it. Are you using, what sort of paint are you using? Acrylics will dry within a day, and depending on the weather, they'll dry sooner or later. You will find, people say it will feel dry, when in actuality it's not. It's wet underneath, and so you'll paint over the top and then it will rip open and scour paint underneath. So careful on that one. Careful on that one. Now, I need to find a big paintbrush, not a little one. Do I have one lying around though? I do in Auckland, in the Auckland studio, but we need one here, locally. Here we go. We've got one. This is what we're after. I love what you're doing. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate that. Shelby Cooper. What are you doing here, Shelby? She's supposed to be working. Tut tut. But hello, by the way. Lovely to have you. The pose is just right. Oh, thank you. But the dog won't look like this at the end. I love where it's at right now, but as you add more layers, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Right, so we're going to chuck this in the background here. You guys won't be able to see much happening. I'm sorry for that. But what's happening right now is I'm adding a gloss gel into the white background. And what that's going to do is it's going to add texture to the background while also not increasing the colour. I don't want to make the colour too intense in the white background, guys, but I don't want the white background to be boring. How do you do that? You use gloss gels and texture and layering and transparency and all the fun things that we're going to learn about as we slowly build out this painting. This painting's had about 2 hours on it, but we are going to spend about, I reckon, 8 hours on this one, the way it's currently going, but you know, it's hard to pick. It's hard to pick. I'm finished and I'm absolutely shattered. All right, well, everyone here, just know that Shelby deserves a huge round of applause. This is one of the biggest days of the year for her, and she has nailed it. So huge kudos to her. We will appreciate everything she does. I tried calling you off my drive home, but it went straight to voicemail, so I figured you'd be here. Yeah, I am. So, oh no, that makes sense. There's no point just now. So I am using my iPad to film the video, and I'm using my phone to take a hyperlapse, but right now I'm just putting on this white coat so it's less interesting. But give me some time, guys. We're just going to use up all these tubes of gloss gel. If you don't know my art yet, that's okay. Just know that I use an awful lot of gloss gel. This stuff's magical, especially with acrylic paint, because gloss gel will keep the acrylic paint looking wet. The acrylic paint, long after you've applied it and it's dried, will stay looking wet, provided you've used an acrylic gel medium. So this is high gloss. Now use it sparingly. Too much gloss and nothing's glossy, or it just looks just shimmery and weird, but just the right amount, and it's good, Can't wait to see what you do with the background of this piece. Thanks, Victoria. Now I'm going to talk you through the background step by step, but it's only really going to make sense when I take you on an up close and personal journey through it, and then you'll be like, oh, in every little part there's 6 or 7 things going on where it's all multifaceted and layered and fun. So this one's more of a heavy gel gloss. Put this one on. Now it's going on top of this sort of, now it looks white, but it's actually slightly grey, and that's okay. When this stuff goes on top, it's going to dry clear. And that's cool. There we go. Perfecto. Come on top here a bit more. And the cool thing about gloss too is it dries very smooth, with texture but smooth, not gristly. What's gristly mean? It means when you try and paint on it, it sort of makes, no matter how you apply the paint, it dry brushes straight away. We don't want that. We want our paint to always have this wet, flowy look. As if it's just been applied, guys. So in 10 years' time, when you look at the painting, it doesn't feel old and dried up. And things, it's going to feel fresh. It's going to feel new. Welcoming. All those special things. There we go. Just a little bit of this through it. You can go with this, you can go with that, or you can go with this, or you can go with that, or you can go with us. Around the edges, just like that. Perfect. Lots of gloss gel, guys. This is what's going to add a bit of texture to it. It's going to dry clear. We're going to come back with colour later on, just a little bit with transparent layers. When we come back with the colour, I'm going to be doing it and adding in excuse my neck, transparent medium to the acrylic paint. So this one's just a gloss layer. It just thickens it up, makes it shiny. The next layer is going to be a see-through layer. So we're going to add stuff to the acrylic paint. So when it spreads in a fashion that will mean that you can see through the underlying coats and also not be too intense. We don't want too intense. Did I miss some comments there? Did you shave? I did the other day. I'm getting there. And let me see here. I'm just doing a commission of myself because who doesn't love themselves? It'll be great soon. Justin, I encourage that. That's phenomenal. And just like that portrait over there, that's a portrait of him, of another fella in Chicago. And look, go for gold. When it becomes time, mate, you just reach out and we can get started. Be pretty exciting actually, because everyone knows you're on the stream now, Justin, and then we'll be doing your face, which would be pretty cool. Oh wow, thank you very much, appreciate that. Is that a Great Dane? It's not a Great Dane. It's a great day, but this is a Hungarian Whistler. So, we've added in those compounds in the background. That should be fine just like that. And now we're going to give them a moment to dry. Come with me. Over here. There we go. We're going to bring back this one. And bring it back. Oh, bring it back. Here we go. Alright guys, like I say, this is a classic example. We're running late on this one. We're not on schedule, but that's okay. I've talked to him. And the reason why we haven't sent it yet is it's nowhere near where I want it to be. I've done a few layers, they've got sidetracked, they've gone the wrong direction, and we're bringing it back to a place where we're going to fall in love with it. It's really important. Nothing leaves the studio unless I'm in love with it, just like your own studio. Follow that rule. Such good painting. Go on with the talent. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. And it's a real pleasure to share painting with you guys because, well, obviously it's a pleasure, but art can be a lonely venture, and it's really great to be able to be here and share a craft with you guys and have you guys join in with me and for us all to just have fun together. Now, hold on while I get this picture in the right spot. How's that? That's good? That's good. And then how is my other little thing here? This is the phone here. Check that out. I'm going to put that just out of sight there. That can go just there. And we're going to lift it up just a little bit more. Up you come. There we go. I'm going to put that there. There we go. So that's just on a time lapse. I'll be in New Zealand soon, Lindsay. That's fantastic. New Zealand will be lucky to have you. Of course. Now, here we go. There we are. Perfect. Just angle it up just a little bit more so it catches some more of that light. There we go. That's what we're after. Fantastic. Can't wait to see what the background is going to be like. Yeah. So background on this one's going to be absolutely wild. Lots of layers, lots of colour, going in all directions. Background of the dog. It's going to be much more subtle, much more white. Lots of fun. Everything's framed perfectly. This one here, I use this commission piece. I'm getting blown away by all the questions, but the tablet comes in handy. Super handy. Right, this is a commission piece. So with this piece here, it's a commission piece going to Mount Maunganui. But I'm yet to finish it. So let's just angle you guys there. Perfecto. Just trying to get that light just out of shot. Okay, so this has had its gloss gel layer already painted onto it. And now the next thing to do is stand back and have a good look and a feel. I think we're going to add I know what we're going to add. I'm going to take this out of here. New plate. Get the same brush. Same brush is okay. Always wondered how he reads comments from so far away. Turns out wrong. You weren't originally. You've been on an iPad the last 2 sessions. But before that, you're on a phone. And if you notice, sometimes I was like squinting away at it. Now I've got the tool I need. Got the right tool for the right job, too. Now, let's grab... If I spin this around here. Oh yeah, look at that. You can get the shot there as well. That's fun. Right, plenty of white. This isn't your regular white. It looks more like pearl. This is a tinting white. So what we're doing with this white is we're going through the background, adding in a lighter colours, which is fun. And we're not going to use gloss as thick as the previous gel. We're using a gloss medium called General Purpose Acrylic Fluid. There we go. Add that all in there. This is good stuff. So tinting white, it's going to be thinner already. General Purpose Acrylic Fluid is going to make it thinner again, and then we can splice it with some fun colours, which is going to be yellow, fluoro yellow, and it's going to be turquoise on the other side. So in 2 opposite sides, we're just going to use those 2 colours, flesh it out with those ones. Thank you very much for the roses, Paul. You're an absolute champion. Paint on the dinner menu tonight said, yes, indeed. So here we are. A little bit of yellow fluoro, a little bit of blue, a ton of tinting white, And all this puddle here, that's all our gloss gel. Fun times ahead. Like the dog painting, but this one needs a lot of work in my opinion. You'll be surprised. Actually, the dog painting's further away, but this one will come together. So you'd be surprised at how just a few strokes can make a seemingly average painting into something really special. We just have to keep persevering with it and trusting the process. You start not trusting the process and fighting against the grain of the painting, you'll quickly figure out or quickly realise that you probably just need to give up on that painting altogether. You just need to keep trusting that it's going to come together. And it will. It will. Eventually. Paint always looks delicious too, like marshmallow fluff. Well, make sure that if it looks delicious, I'd probably suggest watercolours or acrylics. Don't use oils, because that will not end well. There we go. And here we go. Here we go. Nice. Thanks, Justin. Balloons and fire. And, Statula, thank you very much. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing all right. Thanks for tuning in. If we learned anything from the blue-violet fiasco, it's that oils do not come out. Yeah, so violet is back to the regular colour. But this is exciting news, guys. I am visiting Violet this weekend. And I'm not going to bring the oil paints. We're going to bring just the acrylics. So no guarantee that I'll get the paint off the horse, but if it does get on the horse, it'll come off. So that's a winner. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You'll need carrots? Yeah. Probably just use the horse feed, but we'll definitely have something to feed Violet, because since we're in her space, gotta make her feel special. There we go. More tinting white up here. There we go. Over the top. There we go. Where am I from? Violet definitely deserves some treats, Justin. There is no doubt. I am from New Zealand, team. So, if you go to Australia, if you don't know where Australia is, I can't help you. If you go to, it's in the south. If you go to Australia, to the southeast of Australia, it's a little place called New Zealand. New Zealand is made up of 2 islands. I'm in the north one, currently painting in the Bay of Plenty. I hope that's enough information. Currently, we're just going to keep adding these tones in here. They're see-through. We're just changing the tone of a few areas to lighten the painting up, because there's more white in this painting than has currently been realised. There we go. Just recently learned of an Aussie animal called the kuka. You all have them in New Zealand? I've never heard of a kuka before, but sounds like fun. Sounds like a fun animal. I thought you finished this painting. Puki pa. No. This one's a long way away from being finished at this stage. But we are going to keep building it out until it gets to a place where I'm happy with it. It's just not there yet. But who knows? Could get there today. Today could be the day. I doubt it, but it could be. In fact, you know what? Today could be the day. Have faith in yourself, Sebastian. Add this painting here like this. Let me just make sure I can actually... I'm just struggling to read a little bit. I've seen them in Rottnest Island of Oz. Ooh. Island of Oz, eh? That's cool. With just a few little bits of detail, guys, we're going to realize some parts of this painting. No lol banana baba baba ba. Guess who just got a ticket for being on their phone at a traffic light because she was watching you? Oh no. Oh no, Shelby. That's your second ticket. I'm bad news for you, Shelby. There's no doubt about that. One of the first time Shelby was coming down to drive to see me, she got a ticket. And now she was watching me at a traffic light and she's been given another ticket. That's pretty rough. Did you want to show the cop what you're watching and see if he changes his mind, you know? Like, hey, look, I know you're giving me a ticket, but can we just, Oh. They could have understood. Oh no, Shelby. I feel bad. I wonder... what we can do. There's not much I can do from Todonga, unfortunately. And such a lame way to finish off a successful day as well, Shelby. I'm gutted. You're still the best. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, the cop's like, oh yeah, I watched this dude as well. I was watching him in my car. Imagine. Yeah, but I don't like the painting he's doing today, so you're still going to get the ticket. go. Still. And dun, 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 dun. Seb, great haircut. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's definitely out of my face a lot more. That's a win. Before it was dragging down through my hair the whole time. Appreciate it, Paul. You owe Shelby for the ticket. Yeah. I'll make it up to her. I'll paint her something special. That's a good deal, right? I think so. Here we go, down here like that. Fantastic. Fantastic. Great seeing you again. Great seeing you again. Thanks for joining in. I just cackled out loud. Little did you know, I was really watching paint dry. Why am I painting in such nice pants? Because I've already got a little bit of paint on them, and I tout to you guys that I think it's important that you paint. But when you paint, of course it's important that you paint. That when you paint, it goes straight from tube to plate to canvas with nowhere in between. Because if you're doing more abstract art, it's important that the person purchasing the art or appreciating the art knows that every stroke of paint, though wild on the canvas, was put on the canvas purposefully. Now, that would be what I called last time the craft of chaos. How cool is that? Thanks, Chris. And appreciate the little green flower things. I can't quite make them out because my vision's not great today, guys. It's usually better than this, but I think it's because I've had a bit of a migraine the last few days, and now I can't see the best. And so even though we're on the tablet, I'm struggling a little bit. But bear with me. If I miss your comment, if I squinted it for a while, I'm sure we're an understanding group. There are little things, green flower things, that's the name of them now, because Sebi said so. Oh my god, they're clovers. I just went and checked them out. Little green flower things though. Oh Shelby, you missed it. Justin's now calling me Sebi. So, we're here, and I'm not sure we can go back. Let's chuck that in there, just like that. That hand's gonna come down through here, but not just yet. Yeah. You, I'll drink all the time. We should be lovers. We can't do that. We should be lovers. And that's a fact. Though nothing will keep us together, we could still turn just for one day. We could be heroes forever and ever. We could be heroes forever and ever. There we go. Philippines. Welcome from the Philippines. It's Sebi Seb. There we go. That's what it is. From here on out. Paint me like one of your French girls. Callum, that's definitely an option. I'll tell you what, you reach out via my links on my bio. And you know what? We can do a commission and I can paint you like a French girl. That's what you're into. Justin's after a self-portrait. Johnny's after an Ian McKinnon portrait. Another guy wanted some Van Gogh flowers. Tarina wants a picture of a Hungarian Whistler and you want a French girl. We can all have whatever we want. That's the fun thing. Yes, I do. In fact, my girlfriend was being so supportive and incredible, joining the stream and keeping me company with all you guys, that she went and got herself a ticket. So I don't know how you value commitment, but that gets a pretty big point in a funny kind of way. I forgot you hear him 24/7. What shall we saying? Did I miss some comment? I definitely missed some kind of comment there, but that's all right. What do we got here? Hello, painter friend, how are you? I'm very good. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Now, also, guys, unrelated to anything we've been speaking about so far, but bear with me. I've had a lot of people reaching out, wanting to do a social art class on Zoom or Google Meets and things. Social art class. So, coming into February, I'm going to set aside some time to do a social art class. It won't be one where you have to do hard skills and we're going to teach you how to do gradients and tones and eyes and faces. I mean, maybe, but briefly. Most of all, we're going to spend most of the time doing things like having some wine and just learning how to enjoy being in front of a canvas. So when that comes available and we have some dates and times around it, it may end up being the case that because we're all over the world, that we'll do 2 sittings rather than just the one. So for one of them, I'll be having coffee, and for one of them, I'll be having wine. But that's the way that we can, if you're thinking about doing art but don't know how to get started, that's a great place to get started. So I just have to figure out what platform we're going to do it on, how we're going to do it. Previously it was on Google Meets, but it might get too busy with a lot of people, so we'll see how we go. But yes, like a Bob Ross video? Sort of like a Bob Ross video, but in a way where anyone can, people can jump in and you can have your camera on or off and you can hear other people talking, almost like a Discord. It may end up being Discord. It could be me painting with Discord in the background. It could be, there's a whole bunch of options here. But basically, people are asking me for it, and if I set aside some time in February and going forward, we can do it. So we'll see. We will see. Yeah. So I mean, it depends. If it's on a Saturday, I'll have the whole day, and we can just start having wine at 10. Shelby's got a saying: 1 before 10 or 10 before 1. So that's pretty fun. How long have you been painting? I've been painting for a long time. I've been painting since I was young, maybe about 2. And I have been a full-time painter for about the last half year to about a half year. I was part-time for the longest of time. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. Hello everyone. Elsa's eyes is your paintbrush. It's a regular length. Here we go. It's 8. There we are. This is the paintbrush we're using. Fantastic brush. I've been spending a bit extra on paintbrushes compared to the rest of the ensemble, just because I'm already buying the OK paints, and now I want the paintbrushes to hit the canvas in a certain way. Speaking of got a paintbrush in the car I want to grab out shortly. I might grab it now, actually. It's a real funky one. It cost me $55, the most I've spent, no, one of the most expensive paintbrushes I've bought in my entire life. Hello from California. Where in New Zealand are you from? I am from Bay of Plenty, but I live in Auckland with my partner, so that's fun. Now everyone thinks I'm an alcoholic and a criminal for being on my phone while driving. That's my girl. All right, now I need to grab this paintbrush. 1 second, guys. Shortly. Champion. I'm coming back. Here we are. Right, the reason why this paintbrush is special. I love this brush. Now, the reason why this one's special, I'll bring it right down the camera here so you can see the bristles. It actually has only a few bristles on it, but it goes from being these thick bristles at the top into some quite dense and softer bristles in the middle. Now, the reason why that's important is when I'm using this one, it paints like a normal brush, but it leaves, because of these last bristles at the end, it leaves more of this paint stroke effect. I don't want perfect gradients. Like Da Vinci, for example, devised a technique that when he painted a canvas, he'd be able to paint it with a special technique to make sure the gradient change didn't have any brush strokes in it, so it looked perfect. I want brush strokes. I want every single brush stroke that hits the surface to look like a brush stroke. And so we're doing the complete opposite of Leonardo da Vinci. And we are using this brush. This brush, me merely putting it near this canvas, has Da Vinci turning over in his grave going, oh, what's happened to art? But this is a fantastic brush. For the type of art that I'm trying to do, the way I like to make these paintings, raw, primal, expressive and wild, this is the dream brush. This is, when I saw this at the shop, I said I need to have it. And I saw the price tag at $54 and I'm like, I don't need it that bad. I left the shop, walked 2 blocks away and thought, oh, but it was a really good brush. And I went back and bought it. So this is my $54 brush, $54.49. Here we are, and it looks so good. Thank you very much, Victoria. You're an absolute champion. Yeah, guys, this is an inclusive place. Everyone is welcome, but so everyone feels welcome, let's keep it reasonably clean, or lots clean. I mean, both of those are good. Plus my partner's here, so all those things play into it. Love, raw and primal, yes. Now I've used a lot of descriptive words in the past to describe painting. I think Impressionism, the word itself, it doesn't have that mana, that power behind it that I want to describe painting with. But when I look at things like the cave paintings and these ancient tens of thousands year old work that hunter-gatherers put on, I'm slurring my words a little bit, but that hunter-gatherers put on the side of caves, or that got made under, in conditions that we're still struggling to fully comprehend or understand. This is that same raw and primal expression that I feel Homo sapiens have always tried to connect with, tried to create, tried to be a part of. And that's why I love paint. I love digital art. Digital art has a home. It's carved out a slice for itself that it very much deserves, but I always want to work with the tactile nature of paint, applying it to a canvas. Like, this is my fulfillment, guys. This is what fills my glass up, applying paint to a canvas. And it's, I wouldn't get the same thrill from a tablet. A lot of people do, and I don't want to take away from their experience, but for me, I need that primal, raw sensation of getting colour on, in this case, porcelain, and applying it to a 2D surface. There's something special about it, guys. There's a ménage à trois, whatever the French term is for it. I love it. I don't like painting, oh no. I love it. Bing bong da da day. Surprised you keep your white shirt so clean? Yes. I used to have a saying, I still have a saying. I say, dress smart, paint smart. And what that's trying to say is if you dress for the occasion, a lot of the time, especially in art school, we used to paint as if we weren't going to paint, if you know what I mean. We used to paint in fat pants and singlets. They'd be stained. And how are you supposed to do a quite clear, controlled and dexterous work when you haven't respected yourself to dress for the occasion? So I do believe in dressing for success, even if you're the only person in the room. If you are finding that your strokes are going everywhere, that paint's going everywhere, that you're getting paint on yourself and things, and you want to minimize that, a great place to start is by wearing your Sunday best. Wear a tuxedo, wear a fancy cocktail dress, whatever it takes, and paint in that. And subconsciously, you'll start being much more careful with where you put the paint. Now, it's summer here, so I've been wearing a lot more short sleeve stuff and things like that, but I try and keep the pants to a high quality because, yeah, I think subconsciously it plays a role. Dress smart, paint smart. That's where I'm at. Thank you, Red. Appreciate you. And bye, Petiti. I dress up even going to get gas and even to grab lunch. I like that, Justin. I like that. I like that. Let's check this in there. Now, and you will be mean. I won't. And I'll drink all the time. We should be lovers. We can't do that. We should be lovers. And that's a fact. That's one place to wear a tux too. Good for you. Guys, I haven't said it, bird dogs. I don't know what that's referring to, but I'm excited about it. If you are enjoying the art, first off, good for you. I love you. Thank you so much. Second off, you can find all my links in the bio. So if you go into my bio, there's a link tree there. If you click that, woo, everything's there. I do like Moulin Rouge as well, but I like the original soundtrack. I hear lots of different soundtracks on Spotify. My favourite's Elephant Love Melody from YouTube. Love is a mini, splendid thing to love. Lift us up where we belong. All you need is love. Oh, don't start that again. What a tune, guys. All you need is love. I can't sing, but tolerate me, guys. I love it so much. You never know who you'll meet. Dress to impress and dress the way to love yourself. Yeah, fair enough. Dress in a way that if you came across the love of your life with what you were wearing, that they would fall in love with you. And if that is spaghetti stains on sweatpants, then you best do that. But if that's a tuxedo, then you best do that. Boom, ba boom, 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 boom. Right, that was 3 very good strokes of paint, guys. We deserve a, hold on, just a quick pat on the back. Those were in the right place. Those trousers are amazing. Thank you very much. They are from an op shop. Dressing snazzy or saving the planet. Fantastic. Hi from Canada. We shall go on a date. I appreciate that. You're in Canada. You're a long way away. But the biggest barrier we've got is I am taken. But I appreciate the gesture. Somewhere out there in Canada, the perfect partner is waiting for you to notice them. And you can take them out to Johnny Horton's and have the most incredible time. And I'm rooting for you 100% of the way. Sebby Seb deserves a pat on the back. I do. That was a good stroke of paint. That one, the next one wasn't so good. That's all right though, because the first one's sent the ball out of the park. Well out of the park, team. And now we're still adding this paint. It's looking really good. These strokes are landing in just the right fashion. We're chucking in more white as we go. So the paint has gone from dark blue turquoise to baby blue, and now we're in more of a pearl blue. And we're going to keep going until we enter the stage of white. But at the moment, pearl blue is exactly what we need. There's lots of areas they need to realise how much pearl blue they actually need. And we'll build out from there. Let's have a look-see. Totally okay with this nickname. It only took me 4 months to figure it out. Well, I'm proud of you, Justin. At the end of the day, guys, whether you're Justin or whether you're someone else, maybe you're from Indonesia, maybe you're from Singapore, maybe you're from Canada, maybe you're from Ohio. Who knows? Most important thing is that you do you. And I'm not meaning that in the least bit of sarcasm, although it may sound sarcastic. I mean it. Because if you don't do you, you'll be doing someone else. And you do you better than anyone else. And if you do you, other people will see you doing you, and they might like you doing you, and then they'll become friends with you because you were you, and then you won't have to pretend to be someone else around your friends. And once you have to pretend to be someone else around your friends, you can do you all the time, and people will love you for doing you. Am I talking sense? I think that means I was talking sense. That was a lot, Seb. You lost me. Basically, guys, the most important thing is don't go through your life pretending to be someone you're not. If you do that, you won't enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself first and foremost. Do you the way you want to be yourself, and you'll find your people. That's really important. But your people won't know where to find you if you're too busy being a chameleon, being someone you're not. So, really, really important, guys. Do what you believe, and your people will find you. Right, we're getting deep now. Easier said than done. Easier said than done, sadly? Yeah, it is. It really is. But the important thing is, don't ever stop trying, because this world will try and make you into someone else. And if you don't fight back, it will do it. And one day you'll wake up and wish you'd pick that fight every single day, because it would have been worth it. So, do future you a favour and pick that fight today. Because if you keep picking it every day, you will win. You will win. And if no one else is, I'm rooting for you. Right. Thank you for the roses. You're absolute champions. That's a good question. Have you painted the partner? Have I painted the partner? The partner? Have I painted my partner? Have I painted Shelby? No, I have not. I have not. But hello to Thailand. Welcome. I'll wait until I move away from family or until they pass, I think. You could do that. Or you could do it now. But at the end of the day, don't listen to me. You do you. That's the rule here. One of my favourite films of all time, on an unrelated note, that seems related to the do you thing, is the movie Yes Man. Films I like more than any other films. Came up last night, actually. Another fella said he liked it. Is Forgetting Sarah Marshall. That is one of the greatest films ever created. And apart from Forgetting Sarah Marshall, the next one is Yes Man. Yes Man is a masterpiece by Jim Carrey. And don't mess with the Zohan. Those are the three. You'll be like, those are some terrible picks by Seb. Yeah, but I'm a happy boy. I'm happy with all of those choices. Right. Sorry if I'm missing a few comments here, guys. Listen to your heart, lol. Listen to your heart. Yeah, I get that one. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. I mean, I actually don't. I had it stuck in my head while I was driving back from Auckland today, but that's about it. Whatever does it for you though, guys. I like, my song, if I had one though, would be Moana. How Far I'll Go. That's the one. Seb, I think it's time to add some... Oh, sorry, Victoria. Yes, indeed. I was supposed to do that. I told you I was going to do that. I didn't do that. I'm an absolute shocker. I got so excited that the frames turned up. That, not turned up, I went to see the frames and they look so great. Got completely sidetracked, forgot to deliver on my promises, and that's not okay. So, I will fix that. I will fix that. I actually met Jason Segel, forgetting Sarah Marshall, nice guy. He actually, look, I've never met the guy, but I just get the feeling like he would be a really nice guy. Yeah. So I'm glad to hear that that is indeed the case. This is my fight song. Prove I'm alright song. Take back my life song. My power's turned on. Bum, 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 bum. Guys, once I run out of this paint tray that I'm using right now, I do have to dash off. My cousin's here at the house. I haven't seen him in a few years, and he's wanting to catch up with me and my two brothers. So I'm going to do that, but I will be back later on. I'm going to have a late night session. I've got a run, I've got this canvas here. I'll show you. Here we are. This one here, we're painting fresh canvas. Fresh canvas out the gate, guys. It's going to be wild. And a marathon run is going on it. It's a genre piece, one of my favorite things to paint. And then we're going to slap some more paint on this one, keep it going. And then the Hungarian Vissla. So we've got 3 paintings. We'll see how we're feeling. We'll dabble away on all of them tonight, and we're going to have some fun. But it won't be right now. So if it's getting close to night time for you, Victoria, Justin, then I might lose you both. But I'll be back for everyone else. So, just letting you know. So when I say in about 10 minutes when this paint palette runs out, you're not like, what? But I appreciate your understanding. How many days a week do I work out? Look, the most important thing, guys, that's a good question though, because that's talking about personal health. The most important thing, if you're going to be an artist, is to avoid burnout. Remember to eat and remember to exercise. Now, if exercise is just a brief walk outside to get some fresh air, fantastic. And remember to eat as well, which means eat healthy. Sometimes when you're in your studio all day, you can just live off scraps and fast food and junk food and Uber Eats. Don't let that happen. Eat healthy, or worse still, you just drink caffeine the whole time and you don't eat at all. It's really important that you eat, guys, because if you're going to do long stretches on the canvas, you can risk artist burnout by not having the proper nutrition in your diet to be able to handle that sort of stress. You're like, it's not stressful, I just paint. Yeah, long periods of painting can be tough. Do you do NFTs? I used to. And we're going to get it teed up in the future. So when paintings are sold, proof of purchase will be an NFT with a bit of luck. But these things take time. That's where I want to get to. I'd like proof of purchase to be NFTs. But then everyone needs a wallet, which is niggly if you just want to buy a painting with cash. If I'm like, yo, get yourself a wallet and you can have proof of purchase for your painting. It's like, do I have to? And I'm like, yeah, sort of. That's not very nice. Good night, Justin. Thanks for being here. Justin, I wish you all the best. Your boy Sebi will keep painting for another 10 or so minutes and then disappear as well for a few hours. And I hope you look after yourself where you are in the world. Live that dream. Hope you're happy. If you're not, talk with loved ones. Have some nutritious food. Go for a run. Watch Shrek 2. Do all those things. If you're bored too, guys, and you go flick through Netflix, there's nothing more demoralizing than flicking through Netflix and looking at all the stupid shows that are now available. No offense, Netflix, I don't mean to offend you, but at the end of the day, if you really want some good television, go back and watch some Kung Fu Panda, Shrek 2, Shrek 1. What's another film that really popped off from back in the day? Toy Story 2. Hercules. When in doubt, bring Hercules out. What a film. How cool his family was, going off and pursuing his dream of becoming a hero. Absolutely. The dad was like, yo, you came with this coin. If you want to go pursue it, you go for gold. We're always going to be here for you. What a champion father and mother. They featured very little. They deserve to feature more. And then there was... that guy who trained him, who's like, yo, I'll come out of retirement and show you how to be a hero. He was a hero. Have a great night, Shelby. Does that mean Shelby's out of here? Did I miss a comment? All right. I'll talk to you soon. We're losing them. They're dropping like flies. Guys, before I disappear though, let me just say, if you are having a good time listening to me yarn about nothing and you're picking up some art tips and you're having a good time, you can figure out all the links that are in the bio. So there's a fancy little thing there called a link tree, and every link you could possibly want's in there. There's a link for commissions. There's a link for these replays. There's a link to TikTok, which you won't need because you're literally on TikTok right now. And then there's also a link to Spotify. Why do you want Spotify? Because we talk about artist blocks and getting yourself into the mind frame to paint. We yarn a bit about music, how music can help you get in the mood to paint. Now, if you want to get in the mood to paint and you can't find music that helps you, maybe my playlists will be of service. So there's nothing special there. They need updating, but the best one is the Paint Flow playlist. My best friend made it just because he liked all the music in it, and I turned it into a painting playlist. And now I'm absolutely in love with it. It works for me. I hope it works for you. If it doesn't, don't listen to it. Everyone's happy. The important thing is, if you are facing a block as an artist, that you have the tools at your disposal to find your way out of it. And there's also Instagram there, guys, which is really fun. You can follow me on Instagram, you can message me on Instagram, and there's also email there and all the things. Right, I'm out of paint. We talked about this moment coming. The moment has now arrived. I missed a comment there, sorry guys. What time is it in New Zealand right now? I've got no idea, but I think it's like 6-ish. Hello Cheryl, you've just caught me in the tail end. I'm just about to hit the track. Where else we get? Hello T, and thank you very much guys, much appreciated. So, when I come back, we're gonna come back to this one. We're gonna come in with a few blacks. I'm gonna cut the shapes out a bit more. Probably we'll do it with dark brown. We're gonna come back to the Hungarian Vizsla, which is gonna have that gloss layer dried on it by then, and we're gonna start adding in some extra colors, some extra tones, and building up layers on top of it. And we're gonna start that fresh canvas that I was showing you with Robert the Marathon Runner. Fairly exciting times, guys. But now I have to run off. Now I have to meet my cousin, have a yarn with him, have a beer, and I'll be back. So wherever you are in the world, guys, I wish you all the best. and I will see you all either tomorrow or I will see you later on tonight. Alright, if you want more, links in the bio, it's all there. And until then, I will see y'all next time. Here we go. Cheers, guys. Bye.